Mary Padian took all the lockers, took it all home, and shot them up. I think I just shot the guy behind us. Storage Wars is one of the biggest shows that has been airing on the A&E network since December 2010. It provides insight into items that might have held certain values in the past and offers a great platform for their preservation. The show has featured some quite interesting characters, but today, we're focusing on cast member Mary Padian, whose growth on the show has been nothing short of amazing. Everybody knows Mary. When you're not in Kansas, this is gathering fans who remain faithful to her both in and outside the show. Sadly, in recent episodes, Mary has been missing, leaving fans with questions about what might have happened to the youngster. "Ready, set, go," she once said. "I'm almost having a heart attack. I'm going home. There's going to be a shootout." Well, the story is a little complicated, so join us as we dig into the life of the TV star. Mary's current place on television isn't something that happened by chance. Her beginnings played a major role in shaping her career. Although she initially wanted to take a shot at the corporate lifestyle, Mary Padian's story began on a warm August day in 1980 in the heart of Dallas, Texas. She was born to John and Teresa Padian, a family that welcomed diversity. John had Irish roots, while Teresa had Lebanese ancestry. Her family background might seem unexpected for someone who would become a star in the world of upcycling and forgotten treasures, but a closer look reveals the early seeds of her passion. It turns out that Mary's father, John, ran a scrap metal business. While that might not sound particularly glamorous, it was the main foundation for the character we all see and love on screen. Scrap metal may not seem exciting, but it instilled in Mary a unique perspective, one that is becoming rare in today's world, where everyone seeks a fancy lifestyle. From that background, she developed an eye for recognizing the hidden value in seemingly worthless objects, seeing their potential for a second life. Both of Mary's parents played a role in building this awareness. Her mother, Teresa, had a keen eye for vintage finds, further nurturing Mary's appreciation for overlooked treasures. Imagine the impact of spending weekends scouring flea markets and garage sales, surrounded by the whispers of stories hidden within those dusty trinkets. These experiences created the perfect breeding ground for Mary's future endeavors. Old artifacts tell stories, forming the major backdrop of the values people see in them. To truly succeed in flipping these items, there must be a deep connection to their stories and a desire to make them heard. Mary wasn't just drawn to tangible objects, she also had a passion for the stories behind them. With a background in photojournalism, her field of study at the university, she possessed a creative spark and a natural talent for capturing the world around her through a lens. This led her into the world of photojournalism, where she honed her skills, developing a keen eye for detail. She learned how to tell stories not just with words but through the power of visuals, an experience that would later prove invaluable when she had to communicate the potential hidden within a dusty storage locker in mere seconds. Early career and growth. Many fans might not know that Mary wasn't always in the television business. Her transition to the small screen was a gradual process that eventually led her to something she cherished and was truly committed to. With a journalism background, Mary's early career took her to D Magazine, where she worked as an intern just after graduating from university. This seemed like the most plausible career path for her at the time, but fate had other plans. Later, Mary's journey took an exciting turn when she landed a coveted position at Architectural Digest, a prestigious magazine known for showcasing stunning homes and designs. Here, she developed a deeper understanding of aesthetics and trends, sharpening her ability to recognize beauty in unexpected places. This experience would later translate seamlessly into her talent for identifying hidden gems in storage units. Eventually, realization struck: Mary Padian's heart wasn't in the corporate world. Instead, she craved the thrill of the hunt, the adrenaline rush of uncovering hidden treasures. She started by owning a store in town, where she embraced thrifting, even though it wasn't widely appreciated at the time. She developed the habit of collecting unique items, refurbishing them, and selling them at a higher price to people who sought these objects for different purposes. The items often had decorative appeal and attracted a wide range of buyers. This passion ignited her spirit and gave her the fulfillment she had been searching for. It was during this period that she caught the attention of one of her customers, Morris "Mo" Prikoff, who had a stake in Storage Wars. Impressed by Mary's work, he invited her to join the show. In many ways, Mary had been preparing for this moment her entire life. When the opportunity for Storage Wars came knocking, she embraced it wholeheartedly, unaware that she had just stepped into a career path that would change her life forever. The show propelled her into celebrity status. Mary first appeared in Season 1, joining the auctions. By the second season, she was confirmed as a permanent cast member. But Storage Wars wasn't just another reality show, it tapped into a primal human desire, the thrill of the unknown and the excitement of discovery. Premiering on the A&E network in 2010, the show was the brainchild of Tom Beers. With its promise of thrilling finds, Storage Wars quickly gained a massive following. The show followed a group of charismatic personalities who competed in high-stakes auctions for abandoned storage lockers. It was a battle of bargaining power, where the cast members experienced both the joys of winning a bid and the pains of a loss. These storage units, left behind by unknown individuals, contained remnants of forgotten lives. They held the potential for incredible finds, anything from antique furniture to rare collectibles and even valuable artwork. For Mary, it quickly became a playground. However, not every locker on the show contained treasures, some were filled with nothing but junk. The ability to separate valuable items from worthless ones was the true test of a buyer's skills. A single misjudgment could cost them dearly. This was where Mary's experience in flea markets and collecting old items gave her an edge. Buyers had only minutes to assess a storage unit's potential. They had to rely on their intuition and experience to determine if hidden treasures were buried beneath layers of dust and clutter. The show thrived on the drama of bidding wars, the tension as buyers pushed their limits and the excitement of unearthing a valuable find. If you're wondering how these lockers end up on the show, the process is quite simple. When renters fail to pay their fees, the storage facility, following legal procedures, takes possession of the unit's contents. To recoup their losses, they auction off the items inside. The tension on Storage Wars is heightened by the fact that buyers can't inspect the contents before bidding. They only get a brief look through the front door, forcing them to rely on their experience, intuition, and sometimes sheer luck to determine the potential value of the unseen contents. The show followed professional buyers as they navigated the unpredictable world of storage auctions. Some of the familiar faces from earlier seasons included veterans like Jared Schultz, the energetic Daryl Sheets, the shrewd Laura Dotson, and the bickering duo Renee and Casey Neshoda. Season 13, which premiered in April 2021 after a 2-year hiatus, also marked the return of fan favorite Barry Weiss. Each of these buyers brought their own unique personalities and strategies to the game, leading to entertaining rivalries and banter throughout the show. However, unlike Barry Weiss, Mary Padian did not return for the new season, much to the disappointment of fans. Her absence fueled speculation, underscoring just how influential she had been on the show. Since joining Storage Wars in 2012, Mary had quickly become a fan favorite. Some qualities made her stand out from the rest of the cast. Unlike others who focused solely on flipping items for profit, Mary brought a unique perspective to the show. Mary Padian had learned a lot from her father. She didn't just buy items to resell, she upcycled them, adding value and making them more appealing. She was the queen of transformation, seeing potential in even the most discarded objects. Never afraid to get her hands dirty, she would dive into storage units and sift through forgotten belongings. This quality became her magic wand, and her growing fan base eagerly anticipated what she would create next. But Mary's magic touch went beyond simple cleaning and restoration. She had a natural talent for spotting the hidden potential in seemingly worthless items. To her, a dusty old chair could become a stunning statement piece with a fresh coat of paint and a touch of creativity. A pile of vintage clothing could be transformed into a trendy outfit with clever alterations and a keen eye for style. Her ability to breathe new life into forgotten objects resonated with viewers. She wasn't just hunting for treasures, she was an artist creating something entirely new. Each episode of Storage Wars typically featured multiple auctions, capturing the pre-bidding tension, the fast-paced bidding itself, and the climactic moment when the winning bid was announced. Once a unit was won, the buyer would begin unloading the contents and appraising their finds. This was where the real drama unfolded. Would they uncover a hidden gem worth a fortune or end up with a unit full of worthless junk? The show expertly built suspense, keeping viewers guessing about the true value of each locker's contents until the big reveal. The intense competition among the buyers created a high-pressure environment. Despite her talent and charisma, Mary wasn't immune to these challenges. She faced fierce competition from her castmates, all vying for the same hidden treasures. There were moments of frustration, bids lost by a hair's breadth and lockers that yielded nothing but disappointment. But beyond the on-screen excitement, fans began to see a side of the show they hadn't noticed before. It turned out that Storage Wars wasn't all sunshine and vintage finds. Like most reality TV shows, controversy inevitably arose. Accusations of staging and prop placement began to cast doubt on the show's authenticity. While these claims were never definitively proven, they did raise questions about the legitimacy of the storage auctions. The excitement of the chase was now overshadowed by skepticism. Eventually, these controversies led to the departure of some key cast members, including Mary Padian. She seemed uncomfortable with the growing concerns about the show's credibility, as well as the on and off nature of its production. Starting in 2014, Storage Wars Texas had captured viewers' imaginations for several seasons. However, as time went on, the initial excitement began to wane. While the format remained engaging, it started to feel repetitive. Combined with the ongoing controversies and the natural life cycle of reality TV, the show eventually faced a break. In 2014, Storage Wars Texas was not just put on hold, it was cancelled entirely. To this day, there has been no clear explanation for its cancellation. In the absence of official communication, speculations ran wild. Many believed that Storage Wars Texas was too similar to the original Storage Wars, serving as little more than a spin-off. Whatever the case, the former cast members of the Texas series found themselves without a TV gig, seemingly headed for an early retirement. But Mary was different. Thanks to her unique skills and dedicated fan base, she remained in high demand. Her fans petitioned the producers of the original show to bring her back, eager to see her continue her creative work. Seeing how popular she was, the producers granted the request, and Mary made the move from Texas to California. For someone who had spent her entire life in Texas, this was a major change, but she was determined to keep her fans happy. She continued to showcase her incredible talent, proving her worth in the Storage Wars universe. However, trouble struck again in 2019. The show faced yet another wave of accusations, this time alleging that much of what viewers saw was scripted. These claims were made by former cast member Dave Hester, who left the show at the time. The controversy hit the producers hard, forcing them to suspend production while they worked to address the allegations. The accusations of staging cast yet another shadow over the show's legacy, creating uncertainty about its future. The controversy surrounding Storage Wars took a toll, leaving viewers questioning the authenticity of the show's premise. While the series eventually returned with a different format and some cast changes, Mary Padian decided to move on. Perhaps the thrill of the hunt had diminished, or maybe she sought a new kind of challenge, one that allowed her to use her platform for a greater purpose. Some speculated that she shared the same reservations as Dave Hester, who had left the show permanently due to concerns about its authenticity. However, there has been no clear confirmation of this. What is certain is that Mary was no longer part of Storage Wars, though she still occasionally tags the show in her social media posts. Life after Storage Wars. Many have wondered what happened to Mary Padian after her departure from reality TV. Unlike some former cast members who faded into obscurity, she returned to her Texas roots, reconnecting with the place that nurtured her love for all things vintage. She focused her energy on her online store, aptly named Mary's Finds. The pandemic in 2020 made it difficult to sustain a physical store, prompting her shift to an online platform. Through this, she continues to share her passion for upcycling, curating a collection of unique pieces that blend vintage charm with modern functionality. Her store remains a hub for those who appreciate her creative touch and keen eye for restoration. However, Mary's ambitions extend beyond business. She has become a dedicated advocate for Ubuntu Life, a non-profit organization close to her heart. Ubuntu Life works to support children with neurological issues in Kenya, providing essential medical care, educational resources, and a safe haven for vulnerable children. Mary actively raises awareness for the organization's work, often showcasing the beautifully handcrafted items made by the mothers supported by Ubuntu Life. More than just a reality TV star. Mary Padian's story is more than just a reality TV journey. It's a testament to the power of resourcefulness, creativity, and a genuine desire to make a positive impact. From her childhood, surrounded by the whispers of stories held within vintage finds, to her rise to fame on Storage Wars, Mary has always demonstrated an ability to see value where others see only dust. She didn't just unearth hidden treasures in storage lockers, she unearthed a passion for giving forgotten objects a new lease on life. Beyond upcycling, she has embraced a cause that truly matters, using her platform to support those in need. While uncertainties remain about whether she will return to television, one thing is clear: whether through Storage Wars, her online store, or her philanthropic work, Mary's passion for upcycling, her dedication to empowering others, and her contagious enthusiasm for the thrill of the hunt will continue to inspire. Her fans remain loyal, many supporting her business at Mary's Finds as a testament to her talent and creativity. Mary's personal life. When it comes to Mary's personal life, not much is publicly known. According to available information, she is currently single, though there have been speculations about her relationships in the past. In a 2016 episode of Storage Wars, she introduced a man named Dylan as her boyfriend. He was apparently from Texas, and the two had met there. However, there have been no updates about him since, leaving fans unsure of their current relationship status. Additionally, some fans have speculated about a possible romantic connection between Mary and her Storage Wars co-star Brandon Sheets, but it appears their relationship was purely friendly. Overall, while Mary enjoys sharing her professional life and passion for upcycling, she maintains a level of privacy when it comes to her romantic relationships.